Hey guys, before the start of this video, I wanted to say if you guys didn't see my announcement in the 2,000 subscribers celebration type video, I'm trying to do a Tampa Bay Buccaneers away game viewing party at a restaurant. I don't have the specific restaurant picked out yet, but I am narrowing my decisions. So here's what I want from you guys. If you guys are at all interested in going, be it you are for sure interested or you're maybe on the fence, shoot me an email at mrbucksnation@gmail.com. That way I can get a general number of how many people are either interested or for sure going to this thing. So that way I can get that number and start giving it to restaurants and places I'm interested in going, just so they make sure they have an idea of how many people are possibly going to this event. So yeah, again, if you're at all interested in going to a Buccaneers viewing party here in Florida, around the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay, whatnot area, go ahead and shoot me an email at, again, mrbucksnation@gmail.com. So without further ado, I hope you guys all enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and welcome to the injury update for Buccaneers Week 2 versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, there's some good news and there's some bad news. I'm going to be analyzing all of it here in today's video. So let's get started first with the Philadelphia Eagles. This one, I know it's going to be quick, so I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. So real quick, the three players that are for sure out right now for the Eagles go Carson Wentz, Alshon Jeffrey, and Darren Sproles has been added to that list now. So for Alshon Jeffrey and Carson Wentz, I think everybody knew for the most part that these two weren't going to play in this game, which is very encouraging because that's their top two offensive players, which is very good, so that way we won't have them. And with Darren Sproles, that's really good as well because the Bucs have struggled playing against Darren Sproles for many years now, ever since he was back with the Saints and then with the Eagles and whatnot. And the Bucs don't really do good against receiving backs anyway. Alvin Kamara last week just absolutely destroyed us, so it's very good to see that Darren Sproles will not be playing in this game. That's a very encouraging thing indeed. Look at the Buccaneers now, and this one is, it's not good. Could definitely be better. So the two players that are for sure out for this team for Week 2 are going to be Brent Grimes and Vita Vea. Let's take a look at Brent Grimes first. So now the Buccaneers are without Brent Grimes for Week 2 and possibly more. And then they're without Vernon Hargreaves for the whole year. He's been placed on the injured reserve, which means your cornerback room, depth chart, whatever you want to call it, for Week 2 is going to be Carlton Davis, MJ Stewart, Ryan Smith, Javian Elliott, I believe. I don't remember if he's still on the team or not, or he got regulated back to the practice squad, but I think Javian Elliott and Marcus Williams. That's 5. Those are your 5 cornerbacks. So, obviously, MJ Stewart, Carlton Davis, and Ryan Smith probably. They're all going to be getting a ton of playing time. If I had to give my guess of what our cornerback situation is going to look like, I assume it would be Ryan Smith and Carlton Davis at the 2 starting cornerback spots and MJ Stewart at the nickel. What I would rather do is have Carlton Davis, MJ Stewart as your starting cornerbacks, and then have Javian Elliott in the nickel and have Ryan Smith be the 4th or 5th cornerback, but that's just me. Marcus Williams I don't think is going to factor a whole lot into this game considering how he just joined the team, but he definitely could be on this team for a couple of weeks now. I'm not sure. Maybe I could, however, see a situation where they end up signing Brashad Breeland and possibly cut Marcus Smith, maybe even as soon as after this game is done. I'm not sure, but it definitely seems like we might need a little bit stronger depth if we are going to be going without Brent Grimes possibly longer than this week and Vernon Hargreaves throughout the entirety of its season moving forward. But I really like MJ Stewart. I really like Carlton Davis. I think they're going to do good in this game. They just keep on building up experience. They're going to keep on working at becoming great cornerbacks. They're our future for this position, so I really want them to get as much playing experience as they can. I think they're going to do wonderful, but after those two, after Carlton Davis and after MJ Stewart, the depth is a little bit worrisome. So, if it's a situation where we're playing Marcus Williams a whole lot, then that's not going to be fun at all because he just joined the team, which, that never leads to good things. So I hope Marcus Williams does not have to play a lot in this upcoming game. And then Vita Vea, look guys, I know. I can understand the disappointment with guys like Vita Vea and Ronald Jones considering how neither one of them have played yet in Week 1. We haven't seen Vita Vea play a single game actually. He's been out for about 6 weeks now ever since he sustained that lower calf strain. And I can understand the disappointment. But listen guys, it's all part of the process. We just have to trust the process, as Joel Embiid would say for the Philadelphia 76ers. We just have to trust the process. It's going to be worth it. We won last game without Vita Vea, so, you know, he can take things slow. And when he comes back, guys, I guarantee you it'll be worth it, okay? This guy's a really productive player. Dirk Cutter just said in a recent interview, or would you rather, you know, or rather, you know, just some type of talk thing, that, you know, Vita Vea has been working his butt off to get back. He's lost 15 pounds, which I think was very interesting note, that, you know, very interesting thing that was said there. But he's lost 15 pounds. He's working his butt to get back, you know, and they're excited to have him back. I'm excited to get him back eventually as well. And, you know, especially with Mitch Unrein going on the IR, we need him to come back fully healthy so he can just be the best player he can be. I think that he's still going to have a very productive season for us this year, but I want him to come back fully healthy so that way he doesn't further injure himself, because imagine if he comes back too early, he gets another really bad injury, and he's out for the year. You know, we would just feel, that'd be awful. That'd be definitely a lot worse than just waiting a little bit of extra time to get him back fully healthy for the rest of the year. So we just have to wait on guys like Ronald Jones, Vita Vea, and I guarantee you that they will be very productive players for this team, I promise. The other two interesting injury decisions or whatnot, whatever you want to call it, is Jason Pierre-Paul and Desean Jackson. Desean Jackson suffered a concussion in this past game versus the Eagles, and Jason Pierre-Paul suffered a knee injury in this past game against the Saints, not the Eagles. I don't know what I'm talking about. Desean Jackson suffered a concussion against the Saints. JPP suffered a knee injury against the Saints, so their availability against the Eagles is questionable right now. However, both players did not participate in practice on Wednesday. They were both in a limited practice participation on Thursday, and then on Friday, Desean Jackson was a full participant in practice, and Jason Pierre-Paul was a limited participant of practice. So it seems like even if Jason Pierre-Paul does play, it seems like he'd be on a little bit of a snap count. So I would expect maybe guys like Carl Nassib, who actually played, I think, 45 snaps this past game, and Noah Spence, who actually only played 7 snaps this past game, according to one of you guys in the comments. So that's pretty nuts. But I expect a lot of those guys will be playing in this upcoming game as well, because we just need, you know, this is where our depth needs to come in and just start showing up and performing well. A lot of people are pretty hyped up about Carl Nassib, so I'm kind of interested about doing a video about him, but it's probably too late. But anyway, expect Nassib and expect Spence to play, because JPP might be on a limited basis in terms of game time and how much he plays and whatnot. But on Desean Jackson, I fully expect him to play at a full capacity. I know there's some people who say, oh, well, it could be a game time decision, you know. No, I think he's going to play 100%. He even said on Instagram how, oh, Sunday's going to be lit, and then he had a picture of his upcoming cleats for this game. So I think, you know, it's obvious that he thinks he's going to play Sunday, and that means that the Bucs have probably said to him, like, yeah, you can go Sunday. So, you know, it looks like he thinks he's going to play. I think he's going to play, especially if he was a full participant in Friday's practice. You know, why wouldn't you have him play then, you know, just to have him fully participate on a Friday? Why wouldn't you play him on a Sunday? You know, that's just me, but I think that Desean Jackson's going to play, and, you know, we're going to have all of our weapons back, so hopefully Fitzmagic is dealing again, because that would be pretty freaking sweet, if I'm being honest, so happy to have him playing for sure. But let me know what you guys think about all these injury reports and whatnot down in the comment section below. You know, what do you think about Brent Grimes and Vita Vea being out? I know there's some disappointment there, but do you think that Carlton Davis and MJ Stewart can carry the slack of that? I think they can. I think that they're very productive cornerbacks, and I'm just happy to see them get more game time experience, because the more experience they get, the better they're going to get as time goes on. So I'm very excited for those two. I am a little bit worried about our depth, because Ryan Smith and Ryan Smith's the most experienced cornerback we have after, you know, well, period, actually. He's the most experienced cornerback we have for the Buccaneers, period, right now. So that's a little bit disappointing, considering how, you know, Marcus Williams just joined the team. Javian Elliott's been pretty on and off on this team, so I'm a little bit worried about our depth after MJ Stewart and Carlton Davis, but hopefully the two rookies get to play a lot. And for Vita Vea, I know, but we just have to be patient. You know, guys, trust me, he'll come back. He'll be really good. He'll be a force, and we'll have a wonderful time, okay? It'll be good. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think about all these injuries down in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, if you're interested about going to this viewing party that's going to be planned eventually, send me an email at mrbucksnation@gmail.com, and I'll definitely put it in a little folder so I can show upcoming restaurants, you know, how many people are possibly going to be at this thing. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next video. And until then, and as always, goodbye for now. I got to do my right hand. And go Bucs!